All right. So quick introduction for those of you who don't know. I'm Pooch, and sitting to my right, so probably on your left because this webcam, is Kaysick.
What's up, guys?
I think he's a better player than me just because, I don't know, he's better, he's got better fundamentals and things like that. He knows, like, different things than I do. But just as a disclosure, we're going to be offering our own. There's going to be bias in this because, well, sorry. We're two different Samus mains. We play the character very differently. So, take everything in this tutorial as a grain of salt. It's going to be very generalized. We don't want to teach you play styles. That's kind of for you to figure out if you want to pick up this character. Just kind of understand. This is more to give everybody a basic understanding of the tools that Samus has to work with in this game.
And also, you're essentially just going to get two different viewpoints on everything as well.
Yeah, okay.
That's the biggest thing you're going to get out of this.
Let's go to
PS2?
PS2? Okay. Yeah. So we're going to cover just like all the basic ground attacks first.
Well, actually, no. Let's do just weight and stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay. So Samus is the 5th heaviest character behind Yoshi, DDD, Bowser, and DK, and tied with Charizard, correct?
Yes.
And then her fall speed, she's the 2nd floatiest behind Jigglypuff, so...
Actually, no, it's Zelda. She ties with Zelda. But
so
that's
still second.
So that's what fall speed, though. That's not actual, in-game. Because fall speed, all that stuff...
Basically, yeah.
Has weight.
Basically what that means, so... Since she's so floaty, she can die off the top very easily. She has a lot of trouble when she gets grabbed by Lucas or Mewtwo or something like that. They can kill off the top with their throws very quickly. Charizard's a hard matchup because of this, because his aerial tech chasing is superb. Same with Meta Knight. They can kind of just chain her up airs to her and kill her.
As you can see me just jumping to see how slow she falls compared to, say, if you... All of you probably know how fast Fox falls compared to Samus. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think we really need an exact.
And then her weight is very heavy, so she's got a lot of. She doesn't have a lot of horizontal momentum when she gets hit. It takes a lot of percentage to kill her off the sides. To remedy this, a lot of times people like to go to smaller blast zones and kill her early. I don't think she does too badly. The way I pick stages, basically I go off platform heights for the most part. Like, I like Yoshi's story because you get missile canceling, which we'll cover later in this talk. But let's just start moving on to general attacks.
So first is jabbing. So jab is a total frames of 17, but its active is 3 and 4. As you can see, it can go out pretty quick.
3%.
Yeah.
It's kind of a get in, get out. Very quick move, and
it's also really good for shield pressure, especially if you add it in with jab 2.
Yeah, so there's actually like a spot on the controller where, like, if I can try to, can you see the controller well? There's like an angle, like right, hang on, there. So there's like a notch that you can put in the bottom of your control stick that faces the opposite way of where Samus is facing, and it kind of acts as like a crouch cancel, and it lets you throw jab out like more consistently and faster, so you can just kind of constantly pressure with jab 1, and then if you want to mix in jab 2, you can, and jab 2 is a little bit more powerful, it has a bit more knockback. Pretty much one of her best shield pressure moves. You're not really going to be pressuring shield too much as Samus. She's a pretty defensive character. Let's move on to tilts. So let's start with F-tilt. Nice.
So F-tilt is an amazing zoning tool. You'll see players like Plup and even Rat from here, well, melee, but it transfers over to here. It's an amazing tool. It has farther range than forward smash, but obviously it doesn't do as much damage.
Offering some basic metrics, it's 31 frames in total with it's IASA, and you can act out of it on frame, I believe, 30. So just like the frame right before it ends. It's active frames 6 to 8, so it comes out relatively quickly. And it's got longer range than her forward smash, and it's another one of those like just kind of get in, get out moves. That's how she likes to kind of like harass and then get out of there, and then like she's got like tools like projectiles to kind of zone. That's how a lot of people play her. She's a relatively defensively styled character.
I don't play her that way, but that's just me. Just me personally, if I ever use it, especially if somebody doesn't expect it, I'll end up just throwing it out multiple times and then stop and maybe do it eventually, just to condition them.
Real quick, like something you can do on the ledge is, ledge dash to pivot forward tilt, and it comes out just really fast, and it covers a lot of space. You can do it with F smash too if you want to, but it depends on the percentage and things like that. If you're just kind of trying to knock them out of something so you can continue to combo them, then F tilt's your choice.
Okay, so up tilt. Up tilt is an amazing thing that I do not use, and I need to. I need to stress myself to use it more.
I use it a lot.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good edge guarding tool. Right there, I hit him on the ground, and if you hit with the heel while someone's on the ground, it acts as a meteor, so it pops him straight up.
And that's with no DI.
And then, like, you see that it's weaker on the inside. You want to hit basically everything with the heel. Heel is the strongest for most of her like moves. That's going to be her sweet spot.
And it's such an amazing tool in this, especially because the hitbox goes a little bit below her foot. So stuff like this will be just perfect for a lot of...
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, like, just off the top of my head what characters it's amazing for, but any character that can just hang here a bit, maybe like DK, stuff like that, you can just easily do this, and they'll get hit forward instead of popped up.
Also, there's a lot of characters with very linear recoveries, like Ganon, Captain Falcon. They don't like up tilt. You can sit here all day, threaten up tilt. If they try to recover high, you just pop up with Nair, start over again, and it just keeps pushing them away in the percent builds. They're basically, you have them dead to rights unless you mess up your timing. Speaking of timings, the total moves off the top of my head, it's a 39 frame move overall. And it's active frames 14 to 17. So it comes out a little bit later than the other 39 frame move in here, which we'll talk about next, which is down tilt. We're going to go ice. Okay. We'll cover two different types of down tilt. First, we have fire down tilt, which is standard down tilt. You see that it pops them up. Considering that Samus is floaty, you see that it's going to throw her up very far. But if you imagine that it's a faster falling character, you can pop up into like a back air or an air or something like that. It's a very good move to kind of just put someone in the air and then put them in hit stun long enough for you to throw something at them.
And also, since Samus is one of the fastest spot dodgers in the game, I believe has the same exact, or if not a little bit lower than Luigi, you can easily just throw out down spot dodges and just go straight into down tilt and just do something right out of it. You'll see me do that a lot. My spot dodging is usually on.
So the active frames for down tilt are the same as forward tilt. It's 6 to 8. But this one is 39 frames overall instead of 31. And the ISA frames, I have no clue what they are, but I know they exist. You have ice down tilt. I'm not sure if the metrics are different for frame data in this.
So the way that ice works is, as you can see, it does multiple hits. So it's not as good as just doing this, essentially. And that pops them up. The way it works, it acts a little bit like a shine, the way that it brings them out far. But since it has multiple hits, it just really isn't as good. And also, it has like residue damage. So say if I down tilt farther away and he just walks in, he's going to take damage just like that, or if he's at the end. So
and it's like 4 or 5% each time. Like, I mean, it's not negligible, but you want to be hitting them with it.
And
in my personal like opinion, I don't believe the move is very good because that angle you can't capitalize.
You can't
off that
do
angle.
it. If anything, it'd be a missile, and even then, you'll see me sometimes use it if you ever see me use ice. I'm not saying ice is terrible, but I'm so used to fire, especially from playing melee.
Yeah. Let's go on to, what are we on, smashes now?
We can.
Yeah. I'll do ice. You got ice forward smash. It's basically similar trajectory and things like that to fire, except it's got this second explosion hit right here, which you really won't hit too often unless you're hitting a very, very big character.
And also very, very close if you're like inside of them. It's only really good for shield poking, basically, but it can pop up, but that doesn't happen that often. They essentially just have to let go of their shield after the first hit because they don't expect it.
I can't do it.
And it can actually kill, as you can see. That's fully charged.
Full charged at 150%.
That's fully charged 150%, but I've gotten good hits off of it and taken a kill like that.
That was no DI, just to show like basic angles. Most of the times we're gonna be not DIing very much, like, or at all, just to show you guys basic angles. So you, like, if you want to watch this and see which way you should be DIing something, that's just also a tool available to you.
And
fire will kill much easier.
Fire, yes, fire is the better one in my opinion. How fast is it? It's 43 frames, but its active frames are 10 to 13.
Yeah.
So it comes out relatively quick. It's another good thing to do with spot dodging and forward smash, but in my opinion, down smash is a better option, but I'll get to that soon.
You want to just touch on down smash really quick?
So down smash has 2 hits.
There, well, I'll do soft hit first because it doesn't go as far.
Yeah.
So it pulls. Soft hit is the backwards hit, and it comes out frame 16. We're using a cheat sheet, by the way. It comes out frame 14, and it's active from frame 14 to frame 16. And it's pretty good at mid percents because it'll pop up like a heavier character, and you can just meet him with a nair.
Yep.
Versus this, which sends much farther. The front hit is just much stronger. It's a lot of Samus is like the bread and butter wave dash back down smash. That's from Melee, things like that. You're going to see wave dash back down smash or down tilt a lot.
And like I mentioned, spot dodging the down smash is a lot better because the active frames are a lot faster than forward smashes is. And also, if you're spot dodging, they're relatively going to be closer to you. So if you do forward smash, you're going to hit him with like her cannon.
Yeah.
So
also, like, jab down smash is a thing because it locks in just enough hit stun where you can just pop it off, and then they turn around too.
Yep.
So that's another big thing.
And if they're a really good crouch cancer and a little bit bigger too, you can hit them with both hits, and you'll know when you hit them. I don't know. You'll just know. Trust me.
Up smash. So ice up smash first. You want to get on the platform?
Yep.
We'll do the. No, get over there.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do the weak hit first. So you see how big ice up smash can be. It's a very big hitbox, and it's definitely a kill move. It's more so a kill move than fire up smash. It kills at lower percents, but you can definitely do that. Down throw to up smash is good against pretty much every weight. The floatier they are, the better, obviously, because it's a high-hitting move.
And you want to get that solid hit. That's the reason why floaties are so susceptible for ice. That's like really the biggest reason to use ice is for floaties. But I don't know. Even then, like there are only very specific ones you want to use it on, which I'll touch later.
You want to go over fire up smash?
Okay, so fire up smash got buffed from Melee. It used to be really crappy, and you could very easily smash DI out of it. I mean, you still can in this sense, but it more like kind of keeps you in itself.
It's it pulls you. The move pulls you down rather than hits you up, which it did in Melee. And it just it does similar percents, but the last hit, that hit right there, has a lot more knockback on it. And for big characters, it can kind of just really do a lot of damage.
For fast fallers, say Falcon, Fox, all the Spaceys, even like even Lucas, maybe close to Marth even.
Meta Knight can happen too.
Yeah, Meta Knight as well. Diddy, DDD, so bigger characters are kind of obvious. Ganon. You can just do this. You can literally just dash forward and up smash, and you can easily get 3 to 6. That's that's about as good. Actually, really 2 to 6 depending on percentage. If they're low percent to 0, they're gonna get from like 0 to at least 60 unless they land on the platform. It's probably the best buff she got in my opinion.
It's kind of broken. It's a little too much.
I like it though because I abuse it.
You want to cover specials or aerials? Aerials?
We can do aerials though.
Okay, so Nair, that's her bread and butter move right there. That's a godsend. Think Link's Nair in Melee, but better because Samus is a better character in Melee. Maybe not so much in this game. They're on equal grounds, some would argue. 49 total frames, active from frame 5 to 29. So it stays out for a pretty long time. That's almost a half second. The earlier you hit it, the stronger it's going to be. Yeah, it has decay like that. It auto-cancels, obviously.
And it's a really good edge guarding tool, so you can literally just short hop or just full hop and just nair fastball. You'll see like a player like Esam, I'm not sure Chevy does as well, but it's a really good option of just short hop nair fastball, because your Samus you're going to get back unless you really fastball that far.
Just as a general note, all of Samus's aerials have a landing lag of 15 frames unless all canceled to 7. Just like that's for every single thing.
Including ice.
Including ice? You know that for a fact?
It seems like.
It would make sense. It would make sense too. Alright, so Nair, you can drop platform Nair. It's pretty good. You can come on shield, like you can like threaten and then come really late and like try to poke their head or something like that, depending on what kind of shield they have. We can touch on Samus's shield in a little bit.
We can do fair next.
Fair? All right, I'll go ice. You
So-
go fire. You can do fire first.
Okay, so in my opinion, I think her fair is even better than Melee's. I believe they buffed it. So just for an example,
That was 20%.
yep, that's 20%. It's kind of like Fire Up Smash, where it sucks you in instead of just like kind of getting you out of it. So in a lot of cases, especially fast fallers, I'll do
Baby grab.
I'll do down throw to up smash to forward air to forward air. So just like that, and then
Not at this percent, but yeah.
it keeps them in, so it's really hard for them to smash DI out of it or something like that. And it's a very, very easy tool to use to get them the nice percentages that you want.
All right, so forward air in this, yeah, he's gonna die from this. Well, he's not.
Well, that was
It was a sour spot.
If you get the sweet spot, which is this line, that line right there,
Yeah.
that you see that curve, that is
It's
the
like
sweet
the
spot.
Marth. It's like the Marth tipper.
And
line.
it even extends just a little bit longer than that. I'm gonna die easily.
Yeah. Think Sheik's fair, but a little bit slower. It's not the worst thing. I think it's pretty good for chasing on platforms.
Let me grab you real fast. This is another if
I'm at
He-
weird
he-
percents. Yeah.
That's a really good tool to use for floaties. It's just a down throw forward air.
Keep in mind that Samus is heavy as all hell, so she's not gonna die from a lot of stuff. Even with poor DI.
So and as the real way to use this, in my opinion, is since it's such a laggy move, as you can see, this is how long that takes. What you want to do is when she starts the forward air, you want to fast fall into it. So you have a lot less ending lag, so you don't have that complete pull around or you do the spin.
Oh,
I'm not sure how that happened. But that's, in my opinion, how you use forward air.
All right, what do we have left? Up air and back air?
Yep.
Let's talk
And
about up
down
air. Let's talk about up air. Oh, we can talk about, yeah, let's talk about up air first because it's multi-hit, and we've been talking about multi-hits. So, I'm pretty sure there are 8 total separate hits from up air. All do pretty light percent. On stages that are triangle-based, like triangle platforms, you can up air someone and then up B them if they try to get away. And it takes a lot to SCI out. But if they can, it's definitely something to watch out for.
And as you can see, the last hit is actually the one that hits him out of it.
Yeah, it kind of pokes them away.
So if you do a falling up air, you'll usually just get a couple hits, and then you can just do something right out of it, like a forward smash or something like that.
Yeah, I tend to use it to its full extent and then try to chain up air or up B. That's my favorite thing to do with it. Or I'll be falling like that, yeah, like you said, and then I can air, I guess. Sorry.
And sometimes I'll chain it to itself. It really depends on the situation. If I just want to change up combos or something like that.
Yeah, you're definitely not killing with it,
Yep.
but it's definitely a great move to tack on percent. Not the best anti-air move, like if someone's coming down on you, if they're trying to dare you, don't try
Yeah,
to
especially
trade.
like Link, you do not want to do that. You're just giving him a bigger hitbox to hit you.
Yeah, you've got a hurt box on it. Down air. Down air's a pretty chunky move. She cocks back and then rocks the person in the face. This kind of it's like a two-step, I guess, in a way, where it's there's one hitbox, there's one fluid hitbox, but people aren't ready for it. So you can fast fall the down air. So I like to C-stick down and then fast fall it, and it kind of allows you to mix up where you're coming from on them.
Yeah.
You could try to threaten top of their shield, or they'll drop shield and they'll try to throw out an anti-air, but they'll be expecting you to not fast fall, and you could fast fall and catch them early.
Yep.
And if they're in the air, you can pop them up into back air, which essentially is Samus's stomp knee. I like to. That's my thing.
And it's
for it.
also a meteor, so don't expect to get these insane kills off of it.
The hitbox is long though.
Yeah.
It's hang on. It's that big. It's bigger than the cannon. It's a little. I think it looks more disproportionate in Melee. Maybe they fix how it looks in this game. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So since they can just meteor cancel out of it, so don't expect doing a Marth down air or something like that and get some insane kill, which would be awesome if it was, but it'd be way too insane.
No, all we have left is back air.
So also just let me touch on one last thing. So the thing he was talking about fast falling, you essentially want to fast fall right when she does that. Kind of when she has that little spark, if you saw that, but you can just tell when she cocks it all the way back. Okay, so we're gonna do back air.
You can hit me with sour spot because I'm not gonna die, and then I'll show how powerful sweet spot is. So sour spot. Here, let me show the move really quick. So basically, you've got 2 hitboxes. You've got sour spot, like all of her leg, and then sweet spot, which is basically her foot.
Yep.
He hit me with sour spot, and it did, I believe, 10%, maybe 11.
All right, let me go actually all the way over here just to show you how crazy this can be, especially how float. Yeah. That's her sweet spot. That's no DI.
Yeah.
That's
I wasn't paying attention to percentages. Sorry, but
that's the 5th heaviest character in the game. Getting a back air. It's her back air. It's essentially a Mar tipper, but a foot.
It's definitely. You know, you don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
On baby grab. On lighter characters, you can like do that in a back air, or sorry, not on lighter characters. On heavier characters. No, floatier. Jesus Christ, faster falling characters. And if they fall fast enough, you can up throw them.
Yep.
And leads to a back air. Like I know it works against Falcon. I know it works against the Spaceys. I'm not sure if it works against Diddy. I assume it does because I assume anything that fire up air up smash would work on would be similar. So we covered aerials.
So we can do specials now.
Oh, quick
notice.
You can, depending on what move it is, maybe not with ice. Yeah, you can. Okay, if you full hop, you can usually throw out 2 aerials before you hit the ground, and that's really good if you want to like throw out like threaten a jump, like threaten if someone's gonna jump, and then you can still come in like with a back air behind them or something like that. You can cross them up. And then back air.
And a lot of her areas you can basically do, like, you can chain them together like this. Like where you jump and do it, and then you can do it again, especially with like some of the combos I was talking about earlier, which I'll touch on hopefully later.
And you can also lead into missiles if we want to start talking about...
We'll do charge.
Oh, wait, we need to do crawl. Crawl.
Okay.
So crawl...
It's her morph ball. The way it works is it's essentially just everyone else's crawl that obviously has one. And if, as you just saw him do...
roll back and then just let go and you catch ledge up. If you don't want to wave dash back, I guess.
It's technically safer than wave dash, but I think wave dash is just an easier option.
And then, okay, so you have 2 options to attack out of morph ball.
Which is her boost ball.
That's if you're moving forward. And then if you're moving backwards, you do a very defensive down tilt, which can catch people out of, off guard.
And there's also another thing that you can do where you start the crawl just holding all the way down, and you put your control stick in between the two notches from down and like the down right. You have to put it in between, and you can actually just sit here and just spam the boost ball, and it can actually clang some recoveries, which I haven't actually tested many of them, but I know it does work.
Another thing you can do is boost ball to pivot forward smash or pivot forward tilt, and it's just a good cross up move.
Yep, you can do just about anything out of it.
And like you can kind of threaten it and then just pop out, stop movement, and then get a down tilt.
And it's also a good option to do if any character is throwing out projectiles like lasers or something, and you can boost ball. It's technically faster, but you can't do much out of it until the end of it.
You're a very small hurt box though. That's another benefit. All right, charge shot.
Yep.
Okay, so charge shot takes 140 frames to charge, so just over 2 seconds, 2 1/3 seconds, I guess. Shoot it, I dare you. Oh, damn it. Okay, so as you saw there, I might as well bring it up. He started to charge and then went to power shield, but you don't immediately power shield on frame 1.
As you can see.
If you cancel a charge, it's 8 frames to get to shield, which isn't the best, but you can immediately buffer a roll.
Yeah, so literally all you have to do is just charge and hit left or right.
And considering that Samus has a viable roll in this game, that's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, her roll in Melee was her morph ball roll, which wasn't good at all.
When you release charge shot, it comes out on frame 2, which is pretty damn good. And I don't know how many frames it stays active for in the air.
Also, there is a thing that they changed in Project now. I think in Brawl 2, you can charge her her charge beam in the air, which is a huge thing. You'll see ESAM and I believe even Chevy. There are 2 names I'm going to be throwing out.
All right, and you see me B reversing here, which is just a very good, way of just like crossing someone up. Think about like, well, not that because it's very like.
All you have to do is press B and hit right, pretty quickly. It's a very good mind game to do that. You'll see me use it a lot because it can really throw your opponent off.
Damn it, I went so early. All right.
Also, there's some little things I'll just touch on real fast.
Okay.
Someone found out that you can do basically a reverse or backwards charge shot. All you have to do, I'm not sure how much you can see the control stick, or controller.
I can check on the screen for you if you want.
All you have to do is charge up and just lightly move your control stick to the opposite side. And then I found out, and I made a video on it, posted on the PM subreddit, you can actually do it with the fully charged, as you just saw. It's the same motion, but it's a little bit faster. Because you have to do it in between when she shoots, basically. Those 2 frames that she has, that's when you have to do it.
I did it.
Yeah.
I'm a god.
That's all you have to do. I have no application for it. It's just something that she has.
Something to note that, another thing, charge shot does usually 27%. We've been using it a lot, so it's staled a little bit. Or 27%, I apologize, 25%. And it's a godlike kill move, as you just saw. It's also really good to mind game people with. You can kind of just chill out in the neutral and try to threaten someone in a shield.
It's also an amazing tool just to, so they, you know, it's just like DK's punch. You know they have it. You don't know when they're going to throw it out. It's a psychological thing also.
I'm pretty aggressive with my charge shot. I have the mindset of, like, if I die with charge shot, that's a wasted resource. So I just kind of like to let it go. And I use it as a zoning tool. Like, if I don't hit them, that's fine as long as I force them to do what I want them to do.
Yep.
Unless they power shield like a pro, then I'm scared.
Right. So let's go into missiles.
Okay, so first of all, missiles on the ground. Power missile and homing missile both take 22 frames. I'm a god. Power missile in the air takes 15, and soft missile in the air takes, I believe, 24. I'm not quite sure on that. Don't quote me.
Also, the way to... Sorry, were you going to say something?
No, go for it.
Okay, so the way to power missile, all you do is just hit, like,
it's a smash attack.
Yeah.
It's a smash attack versus a tilt.
And then a homing missile is a tilt, so just hold left or right and just hit B.
And you saw Samus kind of awkwardly... Hang on, I can't do it on the stage. I can't. You can do it on the stage, but I can't. So there's something in this. There's an advanced tech that a lot of Samuses should be using that aren't, and a lot of Samuses do use, though. It's a very good tool. It's called missile canceling. So basically, on platform huts, similar to this, I like Pokemon Stadium 1 because they're slightly lower. You can kind of just land cancel your missiles by short hopping, and then at the apex of your jump, you power missile, or at like pretty much at the start of your jump, you soft missile.
Yeah, I'm doing it too early, I believe. So you want to short hop, and then wait till the topmost part, which is the apex of your jump.
Let's go to PS1 where it's easier to do.
Okay.
Basically, you can use this to. It is not okay. I was gonna say.
You're fine.
Basically, you can use this to kind of smother your opponent in projectiles, like just.
Yeah, it's a lot easier on PS1.
It's a lot easier when there's not 2 of us doing it. Go for it. Go for it.
And you can also, I think the easiest thing to do, and and in my opinion, it's better pressure, is to, you want to missile, and then you want to short hop homing missile. What you want to do is you want to short hop into the direction that you want to go, basically, and then you want to immediately move your thumb from your jump button, which could be X, Y, or just up. Up, I think it'd be a lot harder to do this, but you want to jump, do homing missile right when you short hop, and then you'll land cancel. So you can essentially do something like this, if I can hopefully get it. Well, like that, but the platforms are moving.
We could just start over the stage. I don't know how to do it. I suck.
I don't think it works at PS1.
Oh, weak sauce. Why does that make sense? Okay, whatever.
There's certain stages.
So
like
you basically get the idea.
And then there's ice.
No, wait. We gotta talk about wave bounce, dude. Wave bounce missiles. Hang on, I suck. It's not too much like movement, but you can use it to kind of like just get a little bit of momentum in the other way. You can do it with charge shot as well.
And hopefully I can pull this off.
Saw that platform cancel though, even though I was still charging, so it didn't matter.
Like that.
Yeah,
Look at all those missiles. They're gonna have to shield them all.
They're forced to shield or like throw out an aerial, which that's something that a lot of people don't do. That's a 3% jab tying with missile. Like, all you have to do, like, Marth shouldn't struggle with this, Falcon shouldn't struggle with this because Falcon's Nair is pretty godlike. Trade with missile and keep approaching.
Yep.
What you want to do is you want to get in Samus's face. You want to smother her, and she can't do much unless you're pressuring her shield because she has up B out of shield, which we can talk about right now if you want to talk about up B.
Well, I have to do ice as well.
Ice missile.
But just to touch on just fire missiles again real quick. One thing I do right off of spawn, which if you face me enough, you'll realize. Right when I spawn, if I'm on a platform, I drop down and do a double missile. A lot of the times they'll just shield one, they get hit by the second one, which I don't really understand because they have. You see me do 2 missiles, but that's just an easy starter.
I do something similar. I run off like that and then I go for a grab.
That's a very good idea.
Because if they do shield the first one, if they're smart enough to shield the second one, I'm already in there with a grab and they're shield. They can't do anything.
Yeah, that's something I do too. I'll do missile cancel the one grab.
We'll finish up soon. Okay. So,
all right,
talk about
missiles.
ice.
So I believe the timing is all the same, just like landing and all that.
Yeah.
But the difference between fire and ice.
Let's have a missile race. Hang on.
Yeah.
You stand right there. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Well, okay. I don't understand what you're trying to do here.
Well, just shoot one.
It's weird because the camera.
Yeah. Essentially, what we're trying to get at is that ice is a lot faster than fire.
Initially, it's slower, but there's more acceleration. Oh my god. There's more acceleration, so you have like a steady, constant speed that starts to speed up really close to the end.
But the bad thing about it is that it's a lot shorter than normal fire power missiles. But it has a lot better knockback because it's ice. Ice is totally meant for just hard-hitting knockback. Really good for floaties, but bigger, even better for bigger characters.
So I'm not sure if it's the same in PM as it is in Melee, but I believe, don't take me up on this as a fact, but it's something like 74 frames missiles are active, at least fire missiles are active, and after that they'll self-destruct, and if you get hit by a self-destructed part like missile, that doesn't do damage. Okay. So you gotta get hit with the missile to actually like have it do the knockback and damage.
And then ice homing missiles go all the way to the side.
Yeah, if you wanna, I'll throw out of
all
here
the
for
way.
the camera. Go for the camera. Do it.
Well, just
let me go high.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I think it's probably still trying to chase you.
No power
but
shield weak.
If you go on training room, have one person stand all the way to the left and one person stand all the way to the right, shoot an ice missile, it will literally home in until it hits something. And you can only have 3 missiles out at once. So if you have somehow have 3 ice homing missiles out, you can't do a power missile. You just do a whiff shot. She'll still do the animation, but nothing comes out.
Let's talk about bomb. Bomb's like a 70-something frame move. I don't know. I suck. I don't know frames for everything. It's pretty good for retreating, and then you can like hide behind it. You can bomb on shield.
Yep. I believe this is just PM. You can completely bomb on shield, so it is not. They cannot like defend against it, basically.
And I mean, you want to talk about swag now, or you want to talk about all the swag at the same time?
A little bit.
Okay.
One thing you'll see me do with a lot of recoveries, especially players like Ganon, Falcon, stuff like that. You'll see me do this. I used to do something like that, but then I realized I kept falling off. So I'll do a short hop and cut it like halfway and then drop a power bomb because there's no way for them to defend themselves with it except if they clank it, which does not happen often at all.
Speaking of recovery and bombs, that's a big part of Samus' game is bomb jumping.
Here, let me hit you. Go all the way to me, please. They can see it. I'll do a back air because I know you won't die.
Especially if you don't hit it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to fall. Down B, and you don't really have to move. Like, you can use it like that. You can pretend like you're going to get a bomb jump, and they'll be expecting you to come high, you can come low, and you've got a really long tether in this game, so you can recover from very low.
It's essentially just a power bomb jumping from, like, a Metroid game. That's essentially what it is.
Characters that kind of, like, can deal with her out there, like, in Melee, it was Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff could just go out there and back air you and say, like, I don't care about your recovery.
I know Link can. Ike can for sure, because his recovery is horizontal and is vertical. Obviously, they're not, like, combined, but he can really go out there, especially his fair. It goes out very far. Samus actually counters herself with homing missiles.
Yeah. And, like, Sheik's Needle will take out a bomb, and
Yep.
if your bomb gets broken, it's like a plummet. You go pretty far down. You go at least a character length, if not more, downwards, and so it becomes harder to recover. If they snipe 2 bombs and you're like recovering from mid-level, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, unless you have a jump.
Up B. Sorry, that's B.
It's all good.
Up B. First 5 frames, at least in Melee. Again, I'm okay. First 5 frames, you're invincible.
Pretty much just about there.
Which is how you beat Falco. he'll pressure shield, up B out of shield.
Yeah, do pressure for me so they can see. Well, you claimed it, but you
because invincibility.
Yeah.
But the thing is, on frame 5, of that invincibility, the 5th frame is when the move activates. So basically you have one free hit, and then if they don't know how to SDI, you get a free 10%. Basically you pretty much you want to SDI any direction but up. SDIing down is if you're like down here. I didn't SDI it very well. Sorry, I was
in the actual game.
SDI.
It's called screw attack. If you want to know.
But you can SDI down and like try to crouch cancel or something like that, and then try to like punish on the way down, like as I fall, because it's like free fall.
Yep.
Or you can SDI left or right, and then like a good stage for up being like just in the neutral or something like that, up being someone is like something like Yoshi's, where you can recover on top platform, or you can platform cancel and get away without being punished for doing a essentially very laggy move, but it does very good percent. It's very safe on those stages. As far as up B over here, I mean,
yeah, you'll recover pretty well.
Recovering. There's like weird hitboxes on like the outside that can like spike that don't pull you in. They'll like hit you out.
Yep.
And you can stage spike people with it, but I don't like.
They do not go for it, dude. You're insane too.
Yeah, basically it happens when people try to trade and they get bopped. Specials are done.
No, we got grabs.
Yeah, but that's not special. Okay, we can get grabs. Baby grab. Awful. You don't want this. It's garbage tier. Super laggy. Do it again. I ran into it, but I didn't mean to run into it.
This is the punish point.
Its active frames are okay. But other than that, I really
This is the punish point right here. I'm not going to grab him. You can just easily just do anything.
I didn't get grabbed. The active frames are not good. Like, are you going to get punched maybe? Will the punch come out? No. Okay, I didn't throw it out. Yeah, you want to basically always be dash grabbing. Grabbing in the neutral, not your friend. Samus, that's a lot of time to punish.
Yep.
If you stand and grab, it's because you shield grabbed, and shield grabbing is Samus. Not a good idea either.
It's obviously still a good tool to use if they're shielding you all the time, because for Samus, you're going to be shielding a lot of like her moves and missiles and all that. So it's just a good thing, like we mentioned, to missile, run, and dash grab, because they're going to shield the first missile unless obviously they just jump over it. But majority of players shield the missile, and then you'll just grab them out of it. It's just a free grab.
Yeah, it's the idea of zoning. You force them to do what they want, what you want them to do. You can push them into the corner, or you can force them into the shield and physically move them to the corners. Grabs, throws, you want to know. Down throw is biggest grab. Like, that's your go-to. Like, if you don't know a matchup, if you don't know character's weight or something like that,
just down throw.
Throw a down throw, and you can chase with nair. You can chase with fair. You can really
up smash, up air, forward air. You can do like literally just about anything.
If they are fast enough fall speed, you can up tilt them out of it. If they're fast enough fall speed, also like Captain Falcon and above, which is like 4 or 5 characters, you can up throw them again, which we brought up earlier, and it leads to a back air, which it's not hard to sweet spot.
Yep.
You don't want to be up throwing at high percents, or really
at all. Yeah, up throw really isn't that great.
Back throw, I mean, that just puts someone in edge guarding position. That was a good counter edge guard. Same thing with forward throw.
Yeah.
If you want to just throw me.
It just throws them forward.
Same thing.
It might even be close to the same trajectory too.
You saw me nair there, right, guys? I was in, what is it called? Not hit stun, but is it hit stun if you're just in free fall and you haven't wiggled? Basically, hit me. Punch the crap out of me. Okay, so I am like reeling. That's what it's called. So I'm reeling right now. I cannot zair. But if I wiggle my control stick just back and forth a lot, she'll return to like this kind of stance in the air, and that gives you fluid motion, and you can zair again. So if you're ever sent reeling and you hit Z, you're going to be, throwing out a nair or a fair or something like that, and you're going to have a lot of end lag on the move, and you're going to die. So definitely be cognizant of like whether or not you're reeling as Samus.
Yeah, for tether, she has the longest tether in the game, and even players like Oro, who is on the PMBR, still just gawk at, like,
it's
really?
Stupid. It's stupid.
Like, what?
PM, dude. Project Recovery.
This is her recovery.
Okay,
it's insane. And there's also Zair.
Yeah, Zair. Zair is broken. You see that 4%, but you see this hit stun, and he's at 0.
Look at how much time you have to do anything. The only way to punish this is to shield. You can just shield and just approach.
Yeah, you can act out of shield immediately. Like I don't think there's any shield stun on it.
None at all.
That's just something you can do. Is basically jump, air dodge, Zair. Don't air dodge downwards because your Zair won't come out.
You can also basically time how far you want to do it. If you're gonna just want to do it really quick, you can see it only goes to like the actual Pokeball, like circle in the middle. But if you jump a little bit farther, it goes to like the end of it.
Basically, like this has made the Marth matchup a lot easier. And what used to be like you'd have to go in and get a lot of tilts and kind of be very risky.
Dash attack, stash grab.
Like you don't want to go up against the Sword as Samus, because Sword beats everything that Samus has, except for Zair now. You can use it just as spacing tool, and then there's enough stun where you can kind of punish.
You'll see Sam use it a lot.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of Samuses use it a lot. That's all we got. Swag stuff.
Everybody knows Super Wave Dash.
So, in Melee, frames 41 to 42 are the frames required to perform this trick. So you lay bomb, and then the direction that you don't want to go is the way you press first. I hate your bomb. And then on frame 42, you press the other direction. I don't know the frame data in this game. I believe it's like frame 41 to 43.
Yeah, it's something like that. They gave it a little bit of a leeway, which that one frame actually does help a ton.
Yeah, you get twice as much time to react. So, like, basically, I mean, we should just do it a ton to see where you, like, you basically want to start inputting right before she touches the ground as the ball. And you can like, hang on, stop.
I actually do it right when she lands. That's how I realize. I move to the side.
I can't do it right now. Hang on. I gotta do it on this side. You can like, you can act out of it too. So you can like jab.
Things I do this. On if you could stop for a
yeah, okay, I'll get off platform.
I could. Well, that's not a really good example. You can do that and actually completely stops your momentum. I've done things just for swag points. Is to actually, if I can pull it off.
I'm gonna power shield this. Promising you.
You know what I'm talking about, so.
Oh!
When you do B reverse with their charge beam, it keeps your momentum. So you can essentially do that.
Yeah.
And if you just saw me do that, you can also shield when right when you hit the edge and you'll fall off. But since I was charging my charge beam, it just flew me right off.
If you feel consistent enough with it too, you can like use it as a ledge hog for like a cross. Like if you back aired like we've been doing, and you go across the stage, and I suck, so I can't. But like that was the idea. Like you can just kind of fast fall, like hold down right after you come off, and then you'll grab ledge.
Really, the only options that I've figured out that are good is Super Wave Dash grab, Super Wave Dash down smash. That's really about it. Up smash isn't good because you're doing multiple hitboxes over an entire span of a level, which isn't worth it.
Yeah, we suck. You know what we forgot to do?
Huh.
Okay.
The Windmill of Fury.
So dash attack, okay? We didn't even talk about dash attack at all. There are two hits. There's a strong hit and a weak hit. It's cheating again. I'm sorry, guys. Dash attack. 37 total frames. Strong hits from 7 to 9, and then weak hits from 10 to 16. So it's like one fluid hitbox, I guess. But if you just do it later on, it's going to do less damage. It sends you pretty far upwards. I have killed people at very high like, if it's just like getting to that point where it's like, oh god, please, one of us die.
Yeah.
Sometimes dash attack's enough to kind of just throw them up into the air and get it
It is
down.
a kill move, but just at higher percents. Do you want to just do specific matchup stuff?
I mean, let's hurry this up because I want to get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just go over. We're not going to actually play. Just overview.
Are we going to try to do the chain grab that we can't do?
We'll just talk about this
Oh,
stuff.
okay, Wario. Good choice.
So,
let's go FD.
Well, no, I was just going to hover over.
Oh, okay,
just to make this a lot easier. So, Samus versus Wario, I believe it is in Samus's favor.
I agree entirely.
Because, as I believe even Seesaw would, and maybe even Strong Bad, I don't know how many Samuses he plays against. Nair completely destroys his side B, and during active frames, it completely out-prioritizes it.
As does Missile.
Missile
so you can literally just missile camp and just keep like platform canceling missile. And I mean, what does Wario have to deal with that? He'll trade, sure, but he'll be stopped dead in his tracks.
Yep.
And then wait, are these mine? No, they're not. Sorry. Again, Nair, you can come down on top of him, and it'll send him like outwards in an angle that he doesn't want to be at, and you can throw more missiles at him. You definitely want to play a very projectile-based game against Wario because if he closes in on you, he can do a lot.
Yeah.
He can turn it into a lot of things.
Especially a
because he's got
bite.
and
If he gets you with a bite, you're gonna expect at least more percentage. For sure. Especially if they play a more defensive game, it's gonna be a boring match. I'm not gonna lie. Mario, it's in Mario's favor.
Are we going through all this?
Yeah. It's not gonna be that.
Okay. It's I think both the Mario Brothers do very well. I'll talk about Luigi more so. Luigi's aerial priority is just stupid.
Yep.
So, yeah. Literally, he can just mash A and emergency nair you, and Samus pops up, and Samus in the air, she doesn't like being in the air.
She's a ground zoner.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in the air at all.
She gets juggled Ganon amounts. Maybe not so much because of her weight and her fall speed. It's kind of awkward, but at the same time, she can get just kind of carried by people.
Well, just to touch on more on Mario, his fireballs were buffed in this recent update of 3.0, so it's really bad for her. And also, Cape is it lasts so long. Missiles just get dominated, and half the time they know when you're going to charge beam somehow, so they expect a death, especially because it's stronger and it goes faster.
Let's talk about. Can we just talk about like big matchups that tend to be like very difficult or they're very different from Melee? I'll talk about for now.
Yeah.
Marth. A lot of people say 70-30 in Marth's favor in Melee. I think it's more 55-45. I really like the matchup. I play against a lot of Marths.
For me personally, I think it's 60-40, but I'm just not as used to it.
In this game, I think it's a dead even matchup. A reason why we have Zaire now. Zaire is a big tool. Again, we've got the zoning. We can push, and he can't use his sword or anything like that to kind of hit it out of the way. He's got this DJ hitbox. He's got this sword that beats missiles. Doesn't beat charge shot like full charge. He'll beat little ones.
Yep.
But he does have counter and things like that. But those are slow and easy to bait. Basically, what you want to do, I grab very heavily in this matchup, and it pays off because I can outrange Marth's grab, which, Samus is one of the few characters that can do that. Definitely just like, she's got a really short dash dance, so you want to be dash dancing and then wave dashing. I call it wave dancing, just to kind of mix up your lengths and force something sloppy out of the Marth. That's basically what it is. You can out-dash dance Marth, actually, as Samus. You just have to be very patient with it. Missiles are okay if you're throwing a lot of them and they're coming frequently because jab will clank, but there will be a lot of lag on it, and the second one will hit. Or they'll be forced into shield, and again, you can approach, and it's sort of like short hop laser, but a little less effective, and you can force a grab, and then, again, you can do grab things, down throw, up tilt. That's viable on Marth.
Radis touched on this with me personally. What he does, which may have even seen like against Saga or something just right off of this Wave Dash Wednesday, was he says to dash attack, dash grab a lot because especially when you get outside of his forward air hitbox, because that's going to be a huge thing he uses because it can easily just juggle you consistently. You just want to dash attack, so it'll get him out of your way, and then you can throw out some missiles. The dash grab is just a godsend with this matchup.
Dash attacking too much can be very detrimental, though, because dash attack on shield, very, very punishable.
Very, very punishable.
Marth kind of loves to grab you. Forward throw, forward smash works on Samus because of her weight. Let's start cranking through these because it's getting very late. Let's talk about Charizard. My least favorite matchup in this game.
I actually switched characters for this. Metroid thinks this is even. It is not. It is not at all.
Metroid's a dirty liar. So here's what Charizard can do. Pop you up with up tilt, pop you up with up air. Up air. Well, I mean, technically up air. Even jab will kind of pop you up. And if he lands one up air on you, and you're higher than like 20%,
there goes your
stock is dead.
Yeah.
He can up air, up air, up air, up B. You're dead on basically anything but like Dreamland. And if he hits you up really high and he's like pops you up and you're at like 100%, he can still do a grounded down B, get up there and chase you, and he's still got his jump to follow up and still kill you.
He's a floaty killer.
I don't have enough knowledge on this matchup in terms of like it's just too frustrating, and I haven't delved into enough. I haven't studied enough for me to give you any like good advice on how to handle this matchup other than find an ult.
Yeah, I would suggest just switching characters completely. But if you're insane and actually stay this, I would suggest going ice and spam projectiles like nothing else. Like, that's all you do. I actually have out-camped a Charizard at UFGT before, just friendlies. I was just experimenting, and that's how I won. It was just camp, and it wasn't fun for me, but it worked.
Let's talk about Falcon. Falcon, very, very difficult matchup in Melee. A little bit easier in this one.
Up smash is a godsend as well.
Up smash changed into itself like 3 times at
Fire.
0%.
That's the one you want is fire. You don't want to go ice for this.
Yeah, the faster they fall, the more inclined you should be to go with fire.
Yep.
Basically, anytime like Falcon approach, like you don't want to be approaching Falcon. Force Falcon to approach you, and you got a lot of moves that can like they just outright beat him. Even in Melee, like you can just bait out like sloppy Nair. And if you time it well, up tilt wins, up tilt pushes them away, and if they're at like anything higher than 30% and you're not dead center in the middle of the stage, you're hitting them towards like inwards from the stage, that's the stock. Your Nair is much more effective in this game, just in the terms of like it trades better. You don't get hit by like second hit will clank instead of second hit beating you from Falcon's Nair now. Missiles are still the same. Like all of his aerials beat missile. Most aerials do. Most characters can just kind of beat the hell out of a missile.
Yep.
But it's just they have to like it's relatively hard for Falcon to deal with missile unless he's able to short hop Nair.
And it's really good when they're off stage as well. If you ever seen me versus Bean, I'll just throw them out when he's trying to recover. And also what Pooch just touched on earlier, up tilt is amazing with Falcon's recovery, just because of the way that her hitbox works with her foot.
Chic. Easy matchup now because needles aren't freaking broken and down throw isn't existent anymore. One needle in Melee beats a full charge shot. Not anymore. Yep. Needles still trade with missiles, but that's fine because you can force her to needle and you can act out a missile. You can land cancel missile into a wrong. But you don't want to be doing that with charge shot. Your charge shot will hit through. I don't know if like all the needles will trade, but I know one doesn't. So you can use the power through needle. Again, you've got Zeragan to kind of keep the grab range away, and her down throw is 50% NTSC, 50% PAL, so she can't like immediately convert with a tilt into something unless she gets the NTSC down throw. She doesn't really have a chain grab so much as she does just very good conversions out of tilts.
I'd go Meta Knight next. If you even just saw me face Blux and Cruz, I couldn't even take a stock off him with 2. This matchup is god-awful for Samus. A lot of his stuff has Transcendence, which is kind of good for you with missiles, but even then, his speed is just insane. His up airs just chain you for days. There's nothing you can do about it. Down air doesn't do anything because he has Transcendence. You're just giving him a bigger hitbox. The only thing you can do with up airs, you want to get away as much as you can. You do not want to be in the air with Meta Knight. He just pries on that so hard.
Let me mention one more thing. Tethers. He destroys tethers.
Yeah.
This man will drop. You'll see Nair.
Yeah.
You will turn around, or you will be stage spiked, and you will shed tears.
K9 is a master at this. He'll do a drop down. He'll drop down, do a jump Nair. It just kills you. And there's nothing you can do about it because he has 3 more jumps for him.
You do have a chain grab on Meta Knight. You have a down throw chain grab on him, and I don't know exactly the specific weights that it works on for every character.
The only issue is with that, if he DIs away, it's free. He can get out of it. That's if he DIs any other way, there's another grab.
But I mean, if he DIs away, he can't move in and punish before you're reset again. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's talk. I mean, we can talk about the Spaceys. Spaceys, I like. Spaceys traditionally, Samus has a pretty good matchup. She goes about even. A lot of people say it's 60-40 in her favor against Falco. Just because Falco really likes to shield pressure, so does Fox. Wolf kind of does. I don't really play against enough Wolf because I don't make it far enough in bracket.
I can touch on that.
But what you want to be doing is you can hide and shield, you can hide and shield, you can hide shield, up B out of shield.
Yep. Up B out of shield is amazing, especially against Wolf. Do it against Wolf.
Down throw is a godsend because down throw up tilt will turn into a lot of things.
It's touching on down throw real fast. Anything 100% and above, which seems like a lot, but honestly it really isn't. 100% and up, you can do down throw chain grabs no matter what DI they have. So you can do 3, 4, 5 down throws and just do a straightforward smash. It will take the stock. It is a very good thing to use. I will highly suggest it.
I mean, you want to just? I think we should cover like maybe 2 more and then stop because.
If you want to, if you want to head out, it's fine. I still got time.
I want to finish this together because otherwise it's like. Rude.
I don't mind. That's okay. Bowser.
You're fine. You're fine against Bowser. Don't even worry about strategy. Mewtwo. Mewtwo has confusion. Mewtwo will, in this game, he actually takes control of projectiles that he uses confusion on. So that's kind of a threat. I don't like playing against him.
His tail, he's one of those characters that can go out of his way to hit your more ball bombs. He'll clank and hit you.
He's basically no hit lag on his back air. When I played against Mewtwo King, I just got back air, like, walked off on Dreamland, like, walked, and he made it back. Another thing, he's got a kill throw. His up throw will kill you. Same with Lucas. That's the two things you want to look out for most is his up throw or his up smash when you're playing against Lucas.
Touching on the side kids, I actually personally think it's 60-40 in Samus' favor. The only reason why is mainly her floatiness. A lot of the things they do, they'll do a lot of like down throw back airs. You'll see like Octo do it a ton. It doesn't work with her, especially at like medium to highs. They will never happen unless he does a double jump, which is wasting his jump.
One thing that works kind of really well is you can, like, if you have the threat of a charge shot, they'll tend to Psy Magnet a lot more to try to absorb it, and you can just missile them, and they'll be like, oh god, that's not absorbable. Yeah, you can't absorb that. They can hit it with their forward smash and reflect it at you, so you got to watch out for that because it'll speed the hell up.
I've actually died from it before.
But like they don't really have any chains or anything on you. They can't really do much to you.
You actually can chain grab 0 to 60 with Lucas. I've actually tested this.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I've done it. I've done it even against Plasma.
Because you can chain grab on Lucas. I thought Lucas could chain grab. I was like, what the hell? Olimar. I played like one Olimar. I played BW.
I played against BW and I win.
I struggle against it just because off stage I like to throw a lot of projectiles.
Yeah.
And his Pikmin will like sit there, and I like to try and cut below. Like I try to shoot as low as possible. We didn't talk about that. We're going in. We're going in.
What?
Just really quick. I gotta talk about her shield because it's like a big thing to note. Yeah, but anyway, like I try to throw and like clip the feet, so even if they shield, it'll shield poke. Look at how easily her feet are exposed in shield.
Like even just at the beginning of it, that's just me holding it for like 2 seconds.
If you're not angling shield down, you're gonna have a bad time on platforms. So I mean, like, if you're gonna shield drop, like, shield drop fast, and I can't shield drop because I'm not from Arizona.
It's weird in PM. It's different.
Yeah.
Angling shields is a thing, and you want to do it because
always angle down. Like you don't really care about your head because the shield up there will pretty much cover a lot.
Anything that isn't blocked by your shield, this is actually something that people don't know, which I was surprised about. Anything that isn't blocked by that red bubble, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, it's a shield poke. That's what it does. Yeah. That's all I really want to talk about. Sorry. Just wanted to make sure everything was covered pretty well. But anyway, Olimar, like, one Pikmin will intercept the whole charge shot, and it's kind of like the
especially Yellow. Yellow, if you do not charge shot a Yellow, if you charge shot a Yellow, he'll still be there and hit the crap out of you.
No clue
you want to like up smash them or something.
No clue how Rob Magic works.
I have faced Kirkyu a little bit. I didn't personally like it. So
if you don't live by like J. Caesar, Oracle, or Kirkyu, you don't even care.
Don't even bother.
Game Watch, I like this matchup.
I actually personally don't.
He's very anti-approach in the terms that like he's got down tilt, he's got up air. His anti-air game is good, so you don't want to like run in there and nair him. His
attacks actually last really long too, like his chair.
Yeah, but at the same time, I like to throw a lot of missiles, and then if he's shielding, I get the grab, or if he throws out a move, it's laggy enough where it's basically him shielding, and I can get a grab anyway. It's another very missly game because he can't bucket missiles. He can only bucket energy.
Yep. I personally don't like his matchup because I'm more of an aggressive player. So a lot of his moves last so long that I'm doing a move, he can chair, and that chair is staying out there for longer than my move, so I'm going to get hit. So like stuff like his nairs, his parachute like lasts really long as well.
Ike. I play against Ike a lot. I play like Moy's kind of one of my like biggest practice partners because he lives very close to me. I play with him a lot.
Yep.
I'm starting to like this matchup more. It's scary at the ledge.
Yeah.
Because like all you have is just poor range, and you're gonna get hit by his up B before he clips the stage. So you got to be very good on the timing with that.
He's also really good at just running off, getting a fair, because his horizontal and vertical recovery is amazing. It's not mixed, like I've mentioned. So he'll just run off, do the fair. His sword is insanely long, so it will hit you. Since you're floaty,
and you're so floaty, yeah, you got nowhere to go.
And then he can just quick draw right back on.
Something to know about quick draw: if you're playing against an Ike that likes to use a lot of quick draw, and you're playing a Samus, don't be afraid to lay bombs. Just lay bomb, retreat, and then he'll like quick draw into it, and then you can either grab or you can F tilt, up tilt, anything. You can turn a lot, like you can make a lot out of that out of that bomb.
Like we mentioned, you can't defend against bombs. It's either clink or get hit.
I
There's
think-
no in between.
I think Roy is the hardest matchup of the Fire Emblem
Really?
characters. He's
I think he's the
because the way I
easiest.
play, because
Oh,
he's so. If he gets
okay.
in my face, it's like hard. To
Okay,
deal
for
with.
me, I actually think it's the easiest because I'm an aggressor. With
Well, if you
Samus.
hit him one time with like a missile, he's dead.
yeah.
That's the that's the thing. But like, if you're playing against a very smart Roy that like that'll nair through your missiles and things like that, and can just like nair L cancel down tilt into like fair into like dare, and you're just like, I don't want to be here anymore.
For me, since Roy's a fast, at least getting kind of to the end of fast fallers, Up Smash is amazing as usual.
So I mean, I'm done with all the characters I wanted to cover in terms of matchups. So I think I'm done.
So for me personally, I think Ganon is kind of weird. Do not approach. For me, it's a bit harder because I'm an aggressor. I like going just going at you, which really isn't this quote unquote smart way to play her. But since he hits like a truck, it's pretty easy for him just to lay down just the hammer and just
So
kill you.
here's where that comes from. Falcon and Ganon both have a 70-30 matchup against Samus in Melee. And the reason is Falcon's one of the few characters that can legitimately tech chase and like combo on Samus. And then Ganon just hits you once and you're like, oh, that's basically a combo.
Yeah, well, there's 30%.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you gotta tread carefully. You definitely don't want to like overextend or you want to play against Ganon and Falcon very safely. You kind of gotta play like really campy.
Missile,
and
any
loser.
projectile against Ganon is amazing to use.
Don't play against this character ever. Those people aren't cool.
I haven't actually personally done this matchup that much. I don't think it's too
difficult. It's difficult. I promise you, it's difficult.
To me, I don't know. I personally don't think it's as bad. But do not play Samus against these two.
You know what Link can do? Here, wait, go Samus. Really quick. We'll show this off, and then I kind of want to get out of here. Nobody
What?
cares about the chat, dude.
Okay.
Oh, I love the chat then. All right, charge shot, please.
I know exactly what this is. Hey, guys, I have a shield.
Yeah!
There's 25% for me just standing still.
The most fair matchup. Whee! I'm Lazaron! Dude, it's the Lazaron technique of just like make you sad. And then he's just got enough projectile spam
Link-
where he can tie your stuff.
Yeah, just like that. Link can literally just camp and projectile spam. I'll projectile spam Samus no matter what. But it's even worse with Toon Link because Link is actually a heavy, a fast follower killer, which I mean he's a killer for everything. But
We'll wrap up.
What's that?
Yeah, you want to just stop here?
I
and
can,
now?
no, I can keep going. I got matchups knowledge.
I don't think anyone wants us to keep going. Oh, okay. We'll just figure this out. I
so,
mean,
like I mentioned, Toon Link is a floaty killer. His up B is meant to kill floaties. So he'll do, like Link does down throw down air. It doesn't work against Samus, so they do down throw up air. But Toon Link, his up B is a kill move, so he'll do down throw up B, and it has a really strong hit, so you're gonna die from that no matter what. Zelda, in my opinion, is a hard matchup because her Twinkle Toes go up very, very, very fast. Faster than Meta Knight's Nair, which I've done personally against Zorman Toes. Neru's Love can just, like Shining or the Cape can reflect your missiles, so it can be tough.
I like this matchup actually, mainly because this is one of the matchups where I switch, like it's basically my own version of Shielda, where it's like I'll go from very, very campy to very in your face because Samus plays a lot like Zelda, where it's like we're very comfortable at the mid range.
Yep.
Very comfortable. Like Zelda likes to trap and things like that, so I'll start like forcing this idea of like, oh, you can try to play the mid range game with me. And, like, you can always try to Nehru's love things, and I'll power shield because I'm a badass. But you can always try to get these things off and things like that. But then, once you close this gap, Samus's ground game is enough to where you can just kind of smother Zelda in a way that she has a very hard time getting away from it. It's not that, like, you're chaining moves. You're not being a spacey against her, but you can definitely put enough pressure on where she's going to be having a very hard time.
Lucario, I have placed double enough.
Don't crouch cancel. Actually, do crouch cancel.
This, in my opinion, this matchup is like 65-35, if not 60-40. Even Pooch has actually gotten close to facing double, which isn't a, like, I'm not saying he's bad.
I'm bad.
Double is an amazing Lucario player, borderline one of the best, if not the best. and I get literally last hit, last stock every time I face him. Do not crouch cancel his down tilts. You will get out crouch canceled and just end up getting popped up. Up smash is great. Actually, switching beams is actually a smart idea to do because he's a perfect weight for both, actually. I actually got double conditioned to ice so much that I actually was losing, and when I switched to fire, I was actually winning. You want to throw out missiles. You want to abuse your floatiness. So he does a lot of trying to do throw combos, and medium to high, he even doubles mentioned. If he throws you down throw with medium to high, he's not getting anything at all.
Something I like to say when I talk to double, or talk about Lucario in general. Lucario has no neutral game. Play the neutral game. You have a good neutral game. You've got a lot of tools, and he has to approach you. And if you're playing against double, especially, it's going to be either jab or it's going to be dash attack because he wants Street Fighter chains.
He wants the initial hit because Lucario can chain any move into a beginning one that hits,
but
including shield.
If he hits you with dash attack and you're crouch canceling, you can punish with down smash and turn it into something.
And down tilt.
Heavy characters that have good crouch cancels actually can do a lot of work against Lucario.
And just don't crouch cancel down tilt, please.
Don't ever play against this character. Why would you do that? Pikachu, I think it's a better matchup for us just because of our ground game superiority. You can't really do much like to edge guard. Like it's hard to edge guard Pikachu.
Yeah.
But if you time it right, you can hit Pikachu with balls kick with up tilt. Sorry, I call it balls kick. You can hit a Pikachu out of quick attack if they try to like get onto stage or something like that.
Sorry.
I like homing missiles, and then they're forced to approach high because like pretty much any Pikachu you play against, like if they're a Pikachu main, they love to sweet spot ledge.
Yeah.
But homing missile kind of like sneaks past the ledge, and they're like, oh, can't go there, and then you just catch them with up tilt, and then they get punished very hard. And if they do go for ledge still, you usually have enough time after they get hit by the homing missile to drop zone nair, and that's usually enough to take them out.
I don't personally know this matchup, so I'll leave this to Pooch.
Oh god, no, this matchup in Melee is so bad. I'm not sure if it's the same because Jigglypuff sucks ass in this game. Bear beats missiles. I was talking to O'Reilly about this matchup, I don't know why, but I mean he gave sane advice. Basically his idea was smack the hell out of Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is very slow, so you charge shot while Jigglypuff's over there, and then just take pot shots. Because if you miss, smack, charge, throw another one. And I mean, like, it's worked relatively well for me. I don't really, like, you don't want to missile in this matchup, and you definitely don't want to be playing too tight of a ground game because you're going to get crouch cancel rested, and you're just going to get rested a lot in general. Like, Jigglypuff's hit confirms and arrests on Samus are kind of absurd in Melee. Again, I'm not sure in this game because nobody plays this character in this game.
I personally actually don't have too much of a matchup knowledge on Squirtle, so I really can't touch on it.
Nobody likes playing as Squirtle.
I think it's 50-50.
I'll say that. I'll agree.
Ivysaur is actually in Ivysaur's favor. A lot of her moves like fair, nair, like I think even like forward tilt can clank missiles and just blow them up. And her back air, since you're so floaty, you're gonna go far out with that, and she could just outzone you with bears really easily.
Well, that's most of the roster, so I mean, Kirby and that's it. Kirby and then we'll be done.
I don't like this matchup, in my opinion. Kirby has a maybe even 0 to death. I know 0 to something chain grab on you with down throw. Ice is great, but I haven't even like really won many matches against Norm with this, and I personally even have a Kirby. I don't think it's that great. I really don't even have that much like advice because it's such a weird thing to even face him.
I assume it'd be similar to Jigglypuff in terms of slow mobility, so throw pot shot missiles.
But he's
pot shot.
But he's even better in this game too. And then DDD, since he's so big, I think it's actually in your favor. Up smash is great. You can actually chain grab him because of how big he is. That's really the only reason why.
Just something to note. After playing doubles with Ripple, I've realized how godlike Samus DDD is as a team. Because Samus forces opponents to jump. Her ground game is just so dominant in doubles, and DDD is just sitting in the air where he can't get hit by projectiles and swats them off the stage.
That makes sense.
Yeah, DDD is okay. He definitely has solid edge guarding against Samus. That's
sure.
one of the biggest things.
That is DDD, is edge guarding and gimps.
Pretty much all of the Dreamland characters have that ability to just edge guard tethers very well. But I mean, his throws send you very far, and forward air can kill you very early.
If you see his fair, please dodge it. No, not air dodge, but if you have to.
You can air dodge. You can basically zare from anywhere in the stage, and you'll make it back. But I think this is a good place to wrap it up.
Well, actually, one more.
DK.
DK, this is completely in your favor. I don't think I've actually like lost a set against
Up smash,
DK.
up smash, up smash,
just
up
up
smash,
smashes, nairs, missiles. DK has to power shield. He's like Ganon, where he will not do anything against projectiles except a dash attack. That's his only. That's his safest thing. I haven't lost against 616, De La Soul. I even did a crew battle with him last month. I haven't faced Strong Bad, but I will maybe
Strong Bad's free,
eventually.
dude. Garbage tier. Garbage tier.
I'd like to know this matchup personally against him because he's arguably the best DK.
Arguably.
Yeah, and then Sonic.
Dude, you're too slow anyway. So
yeah,
I mean,
you're just too slow.
No, but seriously, Sonic has no priority. Just trade. Just trade. Just trade. Just trade. Just trade. Just trade. Throw missile. Throw missile. It's similar to Wario. Throw a lot of missiles.
The only reason why this matchup would be bad is because literally how fast Sonic is.
He's constantly crossing you up.
Spencer, aka J-Brock.
Let's go.
J-Brock is really good at his re-chain grabs with like moonwalks and such. So
down throw and down throw and a moonwalk.
He's really good at it, so it can be kind of tough. But both fire and ice is just good in my opinion. I faced Hypersonic. He plays more of a annoying
hit and run.
Yeah, hit and run.
Guerrilla
annoying
tactics.
Sonic. Ice works well. It just swats him away.
Okay, so I think it's
I think
1
that
o'clock.
really covers everything except Zero Suit.
But nobody cares because nobody plays this character except Leffen, and Leffen's bad.
And I don't know actually Oro. Oro's actually the only one really.
Don't get hit by back air. That's all Samus has. Zero Suit has against anyone. All right. So
that's all we can really touch on for now.
Thanks for hanging in there with us, and thanks for watching. Hopefully, me and Kaysick were a help to you guys, and could give you guys enough tools.
If you need to watch any more or anything on Samus, watch me, Pooch, Chevy from Washington. He plays with like Bladewise, Silent Wolf, Gimpy Fish. He's really good, Samus. Please watch him, and also Esam. Esam. Everybody knows Samus because of Esam for PM. So
and definitely don't be afraid to study like Darrell, Plup, Duck,
especially Plup, Duck,
Hugs,
and Rat.
Like you want to study the melee Samuses because the neutral game is the same.
Yeah, please watch melee. Please watch PM. You just have to apply the PM buffs to melee Samus. That's literally it. Everything plays the same. All the frame data is the same.
Well, we're going to wrap up Smash 101 entirely pretty soon, so thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
Over here on Windy City Smash. Go ahead, throw us a follow. Like us on Facebook.com/Windy City Smash. Follow us on Twitter /Windy City Smash. YouTube /Windy City Smash, where this tutorial and all the other tutorials from this Smash 101 and Smash 101s prior to this are already up. Well, this one's not up yet, but you'll...
Yeah,
all you're watching it on there.
Everything that you'll see today will be on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and
Twitch VODs.
You can definitely go ahead and shoot any questions over at me or Kaysick on Twitter.
For sure. Even Smashboards, my name's the same on Smashboards.
It's Kaysick on Twitter and Pooch182 on Twitter. I'm also Pooch182 on the subreddit, which you see me. I'm around there a lot. I'm on the PM subreddit, not as much, but the Smash Bros. General one.
For me personally, I have Smash Bros. And PM on my front page, so if you'll even see me talk about Samus stuff, you'll see me all the Samus head and everything.
Yeah, definitely don't be afraid to like DM us or PM us or message us any questions, and
especially the Samus boards, they'll help you out. I mean, there's some like kind of toxic stuff, but just don't worry about it. Just literally do not even look at it. Just worry about all the other guys.
Well, peace. I'm dipping out.
Okay, well,
good stuff, dude.
It was nice doing it with you.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.